Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is all about the Haenel, which we've done a previous video on. We took it apart basically. This is the part of the gun I'll show you, but you'll see all that in a minute. Right, this is Darren's gun. As a rusty thing, we sort of done some videos, we fixed it up, got it running, and we made a homemade washer for it. So in the last video we took all the bits, and with the our 3D printing technology, we thought we were going to see if we could make a piston washer for it and a tune-up kit. So that I have done, so this is the next video following on from that. You don't have to watch that video to get the gist of what's going on here. I'm quite excited about this because I haven't tested anything. This is literally live on camera, what's going to happen. We might have to put the kettle on, get some boiling water to soften up the piston washers. So I'll start now from the beginning. So first of all, I made 3 different piston washers. So the first one I'm going to try is this one, so if Daz can just zoom in on that right quick. This is the one I'm least confident in. So we've got 2, I got a bit of cotton in there. We've got 2 O-rings, and this is a TPU rubber. It's quite a hard rubber, and I've done it with quite a lot of infill, and I made it quite, that's quite stiff, not very flexible, but when you heat this stuff up it gets softer, so for assembly purposes we might have to get some hot water. Anyway, so this one is an O-ring version, so we've got 2 O-rings. Now I had to put some little O-rings underneath it to puff it out because that didn't quite fit, so I thought, well, I'll just test it. If it works I can always redesign it and reprint it. So this is the first one I'm going to try. So what I'll do, I'll just try and get in the bore of this. If it gets in, we'll then proceed, put the gun together. So after we try that one, we might try these other ones. So this is like a Verarc sort of pattern one, which I adjusted. And this one is one I've designed myself. This one is a little bit smaller on that one. The lips on them are quite thick. Again, I might have to redesign and all the rest of it, but this will give us an idea of what needs to be done. And that might just work off the bat, who knows. So now, with a lot of spring guns, there's a guy who makes a living making these tune-up kits, and what that basically consists of is a top hat. Oh yeah, I'll just show you that. That's the old leather belt washer we made. So what we got is we've got a top hat which goes on this end of the spring, which goes in the piston end, and we've got, where's the other bit? This one. This is a spring guide. Now, usually these spring guides are made out of hard nylon type material, but this one is made out of a TPU rubber. Now, I'm thinking this might be better. I'll probably get crucified by the guy who make a living making the plastic ones, or nylon ones. Surely the rubber will dampen the pinging and all the rest better. I don't know. That might not work, that might fail, who knows. So this is quite a tight fit in the spring, so this goes on that end. Now, the design of this gun is a bit different from modern guns, where we've got this quite a long metal spring guide, where this is going to slip over it, and I will put some grease and stuff under there. I also made a washer to go underneath that. It's like they call them a slip washer, so the spring can actually, as a spring compresses, it actually turns a bit. So the idea of that is to help this turn and not lock up. So what I'll do, that's the spring guide, we got the top hat. I'm going to get some grease on my fingers. I'm going to start putting it together, so Daz will get the camera down on the table. I'll put it all together. Hopefully we can get the piston in the bore, and we'll give it a test, a power test, and see how that compares to what we done last time. So I'll get my grease ready. This is basically gun grease. That's just like a molybdenum, I think I said that right, type grease. And I'm going to assemble all the piston and everything, and I might have to just ask Daz what the next step is, because that's his gun and he took it apart. So first of all, I think I'll get some oil. I don't know whether to put oil on this or silicone, Daz. I think oil, don't you? There's all rings.
Why not?
We'll give it a whirl. So what we got here is special O-ring oil, which is called engine oil. And I'll give that a good lube up. What I'll do, I'll just get a bit of rag ready. Keep wiping my fingers, so I'll put a bit of oil on that. And I don't have to do nothing else, do I, Daz, before I put this in?
No, you just got to have that channel open.
Channel at the top, yeah. So we've got to get past the thread, so I'm going to just gingerly Fail.
Fail.
Okay, let's. So, like I said, this is live on camera. No fakey. Right, I don't think this one's going to work. Straight off. So, first fail. And to be honest, I suspected this one weren't going to be that good because the O-rings didn't fit very well. Right, so that one is probably out the window. So we'll get our screw out, because, and again, this was a bit, didn't have quite so much meat to bite in. So I think I'll try my homemade one next. So I might have to get some hot water. Cool, our wind is getting up. Just gonna interfere with filming, I think. Let's get a better fitting screwdriver in there. Right, that's nice and tight. So that feels like that's going to be quite a tight fit in there. So I will let's put some oil on it. I was going to put silicone on it, but what the hell? And again, I might have to just put the kettle on in a minute and warm this up. So let's give this a go now. Right, okay, we'll stop the camera, we'll get the kettle on and we'll be back in a sec.
How long are you leaving it in there for?
About a minute or so. Let's see, right, we've got this in boiling water. I think I might just leave that in a tiny bit longer. What I could do actually is oil the inside of this rather than put it on there.
Not diesel in my gun, are you?
That might a little bit. This is only a tiny bit.
So I know.
So we'd have to shoot it a few times to
Yeah.
get the diesel off before we do the power test.
Yeah.
If I don't blow it up before.
Well, I think. That's still
Anyway,
a
while I'm
little
waiting for
bit,
that to heat up, what I will do is I'll put this bit together. So I'm going to put some of the old Moby Dinium grease. Put a little bit on the slip washer. We'll get the, should we get that in? Yeah, we'll put it on there first and then it won't collapse on the spring. Yeah, let's put this on as well while we're heating up the thing. Messy stuff this. Right, to get these springs on, sometimes you got to twist them clockwise to get it to go on. I think that's and clockwise to get it all through. I think that's gonna have to put it on in the spring first. Let's give that a try. I think the other end is a bit. Yeah, here we go. The other end might have been a bit more open than the other. So let's see if this will go on. It's going on. Right, as Marvin Gaye would say. It's on. Let's get it on and it's on. Right, so that's the guide bit. And this might totally fail and lock up and all the rest of it, but we shall see. Do we want a bit on there or not?
Why not?
It's got a slip washer on the bottom. This should no, it did fit. So, top hat on, spring guide on, and in the bottom of the piston I'm going to put, these are made out of hard plastic as a slip washer to go in the bottom of the piston, so that top hat has got something to spin around on. So what I will do is grease that up and slip on the piston. Now I made several different thicknesses of these, so we could actually increase the power a little bit, possibly by compressing the spring. But once these are on in the piston, they're going to be hard to get out again. So, oh, this is hot. Right, hopefully that'll go in there now. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'll pull it out again. Damn. Oh. It's in. Okay. So far so good. Look like that is turning a bit, but hey. So what I'll do, I'll put a bit of grease on the back of the piston there. Not too much. And we'll we've got to get the piston lip past that. Yep, it's in. That's in. Right, when we'd have to.
You have to put the thing on first, I think.
Before we screw it up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What, this to stop it spinning? Okay.
Yeah, because that locks the barrel in.
Do you want to take over now, Daz? Or? I think that's best, mate, to be honest. I'll let you take over and then you know what you're doing. I shouldn't worry vastly about greasing it all up because we might have to take that apart again. So I'd say make sure you turn it clockwise so the screw don't come undone if you're going to twist it.
Yeah.
Get it cut out of the way.
Just be at the front of the back. Should be right.
Yeah.
Big one.
I've got all the screwdrivers ready, mate, there. Oh, I see. Oh, you screw, yeah.
Well, forgot my.
Is that hooked in the piston all right, that thing, yeah?
We'll find out in a minute.
All right. Here come the airplane. Usually airplane does. It's usually fighter jets, isn't it?
Yeah. All the old crop dusters.
Yeah. I saw an X-shaped chemtrail today.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it and put it on X and said, "Is this Elon?" Daz has had this apart a few times. I say this is probably the easiest gun to rifle-wise anyway, compared to the modern ones. You don't need a spring compressor. This is probably going to be a bit more difficult, Daz, getting it to do up. Because some of that slack has been took up. But we shall see.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Is it gonna? Did you want me to hold while you turn, or you? Yeah. So I think that's gonna be a bit more awkward than yeah. Anyway, I'll hold that. Go on, you can do this. Yes. Yes. Again, we might have to do some modifications to all these bits we've done. So this is literally live on cam. First attempt. And I'm guessing already, Daz, it's got to have more power because a lot of that slag has been took up in it. And the trigger guard sort of hold that together, don't it?
Yeah.
Stops it spinning. Ingenious design. I'll like get the crony out and so I'll give it a couple of shots first, mate, and then oh, I've got a surprise at the end of the video for you. Oh, and the verse. Little surprise, a little extra, little bonus. Is this a 3D printing fail? I'm guessing that's going to be quite a smoother and more powerful. I think that's going to transform it, Daz. And when I show you the surprise at the end, you're going to be blown away, mate. Is it ready for the first cock?
Yeah.
Okay, clear the bench, mate. Let's clear the bench now. Let's see. So the actual thing we got on is the one I made. The homemade one. Home designed. Okay.
Oh, that works.
Oh.
No.
Want a cock? Oh. Why?
Well, there's obviously too much material back here, so it wouldn't catch the thing, the sear.
Alright. Let's give it one more try.
You can feel it.
Yeah, so I'll take the top
You
out.
can feel the material.
All I've got to do is take the top out, yeah?
I don't know what you got to do.
Alright then, I'll pause this, we'll take the top out and we'll be back.
Right, so
Okay.
we just took that bit.
Let me just zoom
off
in
the end.
on what we took out. So that was the top hat, we took that out, and we're now going to, before we put it all back together, Daz has just got to try and cock it.
Yeah.
I cocked?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounded quiet, didn't it?
Sounded peppy.
There's no rattle there, was there?
No.
Ah. Getting excited now, it sounds good. Did that feel better as well?
Yeah, it felt a bit
It used to sound a bit like ting, didn't it?
Yeah.
I saw this video.
That was all the play in it.
Yeah, I saw this video of this guy, he put one in a wear arc rifle, one of these tin bum tuning kits, and yeah, you could tell that sounded quiet. He said that felt better. He put the stroke, small stroke thing in,
Yeah.
that extra bit on the end of the piston, and that he lost a bit of power, so I don't know why he done that, but he said he was happy. That was still like 10.5 foot-pound or whatever. But that definitely sounded quiet on the video.
Yeah, this is normally about 3.5.
That was the max we got was £4 on that last
Yeah.
video, so that'll be very interesting. Oh, ready to go already? Nice, right. Let's move the camera around because I want to get shot already. Not yet.
8.3 though with these.
8.3s?
Yeah.
Right. Oh. 8.3. I'll put it on the edge of the table. Just about there. Okay. Hell, I said about shooting it off a bit first, but we'll just go straight on the crane and do a few shots, yeah? Do 3 or 4 shots and then we'll get the average FPS and all that. You've got glasses on, haven't you?
Yeah. Do your hair click in
Oh.
when you cock it.
Right, you got goggles on, I've got glasses on. You like to read the score off, Daz?
2.7.
Mm.
.6.
So the leather belt might have been better.
Yeah.
But this is a first off try.
Yeah.
The fact we've proved the concept that
I think that Air Red America is exactly the same.
I think the spring guide and that has definitely improved it, and we just need to
Yeah,
Work
it's
a
definitely quiet.
work a bit more on the washer.
2.6. A little bit, gone down a little bit. Well, I think it's about the same though.
It's weird, isn't it?
No, what was it?
Can't be, can it? That was like 400, wasn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah, it's dropped a little bit then. 2.6, I don't think I got it.
Does that feel better though?
Yeah.
To shoot? A bit more comfortable and...
Well, that's no different, really, is it? It's 2.6 again. So yeah, that's alright.
Okay.
Didn't give us the extra power that we wanted, but
that's so easy to
it's
take.
a lot quieter than what it was.
It's so easy to take apart, Daz. What I mean, we got that wear arc on there. Should we whip that on? That's a bit bigger. Yeah?
Yeah, right.
Right, we'll stop the camera. We'll whip the wear arc washer on, and we'll be back. Okay, we just about managed to get the washer in. Ooh. That was a bitch.
No fires.
Fires?
Got further than I thought.
Yeah. Daz was not confident. He went, that's too tight. I said, yeah, I'll wear it in. Which it probably will, to be honest, Daz.
Oh yeah, that's the TPU, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see if I drop the power or put it up. Could have possibly dropped it because now it's a bit tight. But we shall see. Anyway, the gist of it is, that's been interesting. We learned a bit. I think the spring guard is maybe a little tight. That was a little bit wrinkled up when we looked at it. But they did quieten it down. Now the guy who sells the kits, he supplies it with the spring, and I'm suspecting that he sized that a bit. Some of them things aren't so tight, I don't know. But we have still got the surprise to come at the end.
It's got to be gay if you
That
so
is,
happy about it.
it is, mate. It's definitely, you know it. You know how gay it's
I
going
know
to be.
this is your favourite month.
Yeah, that is. I'd made this thing just for pride.
Did you?
And you,
Oh, right.
with your Park Life t-shirt
Yeah.
on. Damon Albarn coming to tea, is he?
Don't know who that is.
You don't know who it is. Damn.
Is that like a 70s reference or something?
No, 90s, mate. 90s. We're nearly there. One more screw. Park Life.
You know it.
I love it.
Where is that the geezer out of Quadrophenia or whatever it is?
No, he's geezer out of Park Life.
Blur.
Blur, yeah. Yeah, Blur, Damon Albarn.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's alright, he's alright.
He's the one who's
It's better than Nolan Lane.
done Gorillas, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
yeah.
He's alright, man. Quite a clever guy, really. Quite like this music. That's all fake, wasn't it? The Oasis and Blur thing.
It was the same with the Bloods and the Crips.
Oh, bit of a squeak. Is it just going to go plop at the end of the barrel?
Let's see.
Chucky, you even got glasses on. Didn't sound very powerful, did it? But
Okay.
it fired. Okay, crony on. I reckon 1 foot-pound.
I reckon a half.
Half? Yeah. Well, what we can do is make you another seal. A little bit smaller than that one. What is that?
1.3.
Yeah, it's gone down, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that'll wear in though. It's up to you if you want to just keep using it and wearing it in, and then while I make you another one sort of in between the two. What do you think?
Might have.
I mean, they're easy enough to make, mate. I say that's.
Yeah.
What's that?
1.6.
Okay, so we have learned that.
Don't mess around with old stuff.
No, that was interesting. I mean, the gist of it is an old leather belt was probably better than what we just done. But this is my first attempt.
Try new materials, isn't it?
Get the size right. I think the lip on the washer is a bit fat. That isn't pressing in enough. So if I do the next
Yeah,
one,
I think the O-ring one would do better, but I just ain't got enough purchase.
no. Well, the slots were too big for the
Yeah.
O-rings, so I could work on that one again. But then again, because of the length of it, is it going to cock? I think that's too deep, to be honest.
Just do a single one.
Yeah.
Single
So
ring.
anyway, stay there, Des. I'm now going to go and get this surprise. Hey, you know what I said? Hey, you know what I said? I might even try and make you something so you can put a sight on it.
What's
No,
that for?
this is a world first. That's a Picatinny and a dovetail. So,
Alright, for that.
look at that.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
Look at it.
Try it out, mate. Try it out.
It does actually look pretty cool, doesn't it?
I do. Just look at it. I think that's alright.
Could you have to get quite close to it?
Yeah, I mean that's just, I just bunged that on there, mate. It's not a huge amount of adjustment. You'd have to loosen the rings and slide the scoop backs and forwards a little bit. Or you could put a red dot on it, because underneath that...
The first scope mounted Haenel
Yeah.
in the world.
In the world.
In the world.
Give it a shot, mate, with a scoop on, just see... Dad's breaking wind, there's nothing wrong with my washer. That's Dad's
Farting
farting.
gun.
Yeah.
Didn't you have a farting
I
gun?
did have a farting gun, yeah, it went wrong, there was something wrong with it.
Well, it sounded like a loose arsehole is appropriate for this month.
Can you get that can off the
Nah,
table?
that's fine.
Bullseye?
Yeah, bullseye.
So I think the scoop mount is better than the washers I've done, obviously.
Yeah.
At least at work.
It's just an energy drink.
Alright, it does. We'll leave you with the outro and
Well,
fail. We will do an update.
we'll sort it out.
We'll do an
Get it
update.
running.
I need to work on
Quite
my...
secure, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a little bit on the back cut out, so that go onto the square bit to stop it twisting.
I have to get
That's the first attempt, and I thought it was pretty good.
put a giant old scope on this.
Yeah, and that's the world's first Picatinny and dovetail mount
Wow.
ever in the
Amazing.
world. Yeah,
In the world.
in the world. So,
The world.
the world.
Yeah. Right, Owen, thanks for watching, and
We'll be back with an update with
Yeah.
a better washer.
time this gun's 100 years old, we might have it dialed in.
Yep. Cheers. Okay, so we've done all that work with the Haenel and not much success, but I did learn a lot. So the next day I had a bit to fiddle about, put my mind to it, and what I came up with was, okay, so first of all I cut off the spring guide thing that was getting wrinkled up, as you can see on there. Cut that off, left just a little bit on with the washer so that could turn, and I printed, if I can say that word, I printed a new washer, which is pretty much a traditional one, just like that. If you can see that on camera, right, it's a pretty standard style air gun piston washer, and this one was actually a little bit small. But what I came to realise was I couldn't believe them washers were so tight, and that was giving out so little pressure. And what I figured was the air was actually leaking through the screw, so the screw was a poor fit in the hole in there. So what I done, I reshaped the hole, made that countersunk screw fit a lot lower and tighter in the hole, and in this bit here I done a bit of a cutout and I printed a solid rubber washer about 1 mil thick, so that sat over the top of the screw, and I glued that in. As I told Dad, I just used sort of like craft glue because I didn't want it to be permanent in case that didn't work and had to come out. So at some point, if Dad's to take the gun apart again, perhaps glue that in a bit better. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. So the gist of it was that was leaking through the screw hole. So we've got a traditional washer in there now. I think that was 30 mil. It's a little bit tight, and every time I shot it, the pressure built up and got better. So I'm going to pass the gun over now to Daz, and we'll reveal what foot poundage we got up to with the new washer, with the blanket washer to cover the screw up. I actually had to watch back the old video we done on this gun about 4 years ago, and we did actually have to drill and tap the screw hole. I think they
Totally don't remember that whatsoever.
no,
but, you know.
Guys can't remember at all. I couldn't, because I had to watch the video back, and we had a problem with the screw thread because that wasn't a you know, behind the hole there was a bit of metal stopping us getting the tap all the way in. So that threaded hole was a little bit and that screw we got was all we could find to actually fit and get in there tight. So that's the gist behind that. So the major problem was that was leaking through the screw hole. We've now got a pretty much traditional modern piston washer. So I'm now going to pass this over to Daz. We're going to show you on the camera on the chrony and show you what foot poundage we got it up to. So over to you, Daz. I'll get the chrony on, and I think the first pellet we're going to use is 8.3 grain.
I'll just finish off my summer beverage.
Yeah, I am going to get the so that's the super domes there, Daz. So they're the 8.3 grain. I'll put this out of the way over there. Let me just get the other camera on. Okay, so Daz, there we go, mate. Take it away. So it is a little bit tight, but I did notice every shot a lot better. Now, I've noticed that a lot of these guys now, they're doing this safety thing where they hold the barrel when they're putting the pellet in to stop it snapping shut.
Do you know why I don't do that?
Oh, something else I've got. If you noticed in the end there, Daz, I printed a new seal washer, and I got some spare ones for you. So that now fit. I had to dip it in hot water to get it in, so it's a nice tight fit. I got a bag indoors. I've done 3 different thicknesses. They are slightly domed. Some of them are so small you can't really tell. So I got a bag of 3 spare ones, and they're all slightly thicker. That's the thinnest one. Seems to work fine. So yeah. Right, I'm gonna get on the chromie. Oh, I've got a lot of reflection here. Just a minute. Hang on, wait a minute.
And I met Shooter. Were you in front of it?
That's true. That's true. I didn't really think of that, mate. Yeah.
Where's your mini little tripod?
Don't worry, mate. No, don't worry. We'll just go like that. No. Oh, that's indoors, mate. I can't be bothered.
Holy shit! Is this your butt plug?
No, it is, mate. I'm not supposed to show that on camera.
Sorry.
Right, go on.
I'll let you edit that one.
I ain't going to edit it.
Yeah, of course you won't.
I'm proud of it.
Give it the old Ronnie O'Sullivan shot.
What we got?
They're still on the weight.
Might help. Just because I shoot it on camera. We are professionals.
We are.
Professionals.
Professional
amateurs.
idiots.
You're going to be impressed, Daz, because you don't actually know what I got up to.
Ooh!
What is it?
5.1.
Really? I only got up to 4.9.
Yeah, that's all right then.
So that's probably the weather conditions. That's got warmer, a bit tighter, bedded in a bit. I don't think you're going to get it much better than that, mate, to be honest. Even if that was like...
You know you talked about holding the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your fingers know when out the trigger, you ain't got to worry about that.
That's true. That's true.
5, bang on.
So we will try it after this shot with different weight pallet.
I'll do 3 of each.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5.2.
Nice. So we have got 3 shots, average 5.12 foot-pound.
Nice.
So I think that's the result. So what we got next?
These randoms that we don't have no idea how much.
Scales out.
There you go, 8. So we've got 3 round 8. Should have kept that there. You can tell they're old, they've got like a...
I think that bridge seal has probably made it a little bit better, to be honest. Certainly...
Well, we were just like running an
O-ring.
O-ring with loads of gap.
Yeah. So yeah.
5.1.
Nice, so. It's not a huge difference in weight on the pallets, is there? What them Gamel pallets you're going to do next? What are
I
they?
think they're the lightest. 507.
That's pretty steady now.
Yeah.
So from what it was, you got to be pleased with that, haven't you?
Yeah. Ooh, 5.3.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just have to see how the old
How it hold up?
how the sights still hold up.
Well, you got that clip on
I have got the red dot now.
red dot and the
round.
the scope. Tactical Haenel.
Yeah. Everyone loves a bit of tactical.
Of course they do. What we got there?
These are meant to be 7.56, but we will confirm.
Yeah, 7.7. That's it. That's good. Good. Right, let's adjust the chromie. Switch it off and on again.
Obviously, it's quite hard to get a difference of spread in weights on 7.7s. You know, 177s.
7.7 exactly. There we go.
And we're also testing. The first ones were domed, second ones were pointed, and these are flatheads.
Wad cutters, as they call them.
I think that's a yank term, isn't it? Wad cutters.
Yeah. The idea is on paper targets they cut a clean hole.
5 dead.
I think win result eventually.
I agree.
Eventually, after much tinkering.
We'll have to see if I can hit anything with it. 5.1.
Nice.
Five dead.
So we're looking average sort of 5 foot pound.
Yeah.
Nice. Got to be
So,
happy with that, guys.
improved it by 2 foot-pounds. I don't know what a, you know, like a nice representation of Haenel does shoot, you know what I mean?
What, from new sort of thing? When they were
Well,
back
no,
in the day?
even if you have a good version now, because this is
I'd have said with a new spring, you could
this
probably...
is like a little rust bucket, which I
Yeah,
love.
yeah,
But you get a nice, like, well-maintained blued one or whatever, and it's still like
I'd have
in
to
good
look,
condition.
I'll have to look online.
With
Also.
all original parts. I'd like to see how much, like, what the foot-pound is on it.
I saw a guy shooting a nice one, but he didn't do a par test on it.
Yeah.
So I reckon with a new spring, you'd get up to about 7 foot-pound. I reckon.
I did take my airarms to the gunsmith, and I did let him know I was looking for one. So if I can get,
that is the next video. The
if
airarms,
I can,
after this one.
if I can get a nice example, like clean, all original parts, I'm
wouldn't
definitely
mind.
gonna get my hands on one.
I wouldn't mind an old one, bashed up one, do it up again.
Yeah, because I
That's been
think I originally paid
50 quid, didn't you?
50 nuts. 50 nuts for this.
So have one shot, guys, just to try the accuracy. I'll
Yeah.
get the camera over there and get a bit of it in action. Just, do you want me to put a target up, or are you just going to hit one of the cans?
No, I'll have a look.
Hang on. Let me get just put that up a minute. All right. Whoa. Hang on, let me see. You hit it at the bottom.
Bottom.
Yep.
That's alright. That means
Oh, it's leaking juice.
this has got a little bit more distance on it.
Oh, you got a moving target as well.
Same can.
Mate,
Ball?
mate, that's right beside the ball.
Yeah. I aimed at the top of the can because the middle
Yeah,
first shot
yeah.
I aimed at the middle.
I think once you get that,
Kentucky windage right there in the flesh.
I think once you get the old tactical, what's the name set up?
I don't need it, mate.
No, you don't. Not your Kentucky vintage. So, so there we have it. I think in the end, the result, with a lot of faffing around, but we got there in the end.
Out of everything I own, this is probably one of my favourite guns.
I can see why.
It's just different.
It's nice to use, isn't it?
Yeah. It's lightweight, it's sleek.
Let me have a little shot.
Have a little show.
Just before we go. I'm gonna load it first for all the.
Yeah, so if you aim at the top of a can, that'll hit middle. So that's basically the drop you got.
That's really easy to cock and
Yeah.
everything, isn't it?
You love an easy
what's
cock.
gonna go for? I'm gonna go for the see if I can hit the squirrel. The little squirrel target thing.
Oh, the red one, yeah. Boom!
Boom.
What, do you aim at the...
No, mate.
The silver ball?
I just had it like square on the sight.
Oh, right,
The
yeah.
bottom bit just tipping just above it.
Oh, I suppose so. I was using the sight how it used to be, where you had to put the tip at the bottom of the valley.
See, I don't know what you say. So
Yeah.
I'm just using this as I would at the box sort of thing. And one more, and then we'll say goodbye. Oh, missed that time.
Hits
Anyway,
hard,
there
hits
we have it.
hard.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday with the airarms S400 straight back from the gunsmith.
Sounding professional with...
We've had a schedule for a little while now. Anyway, thanks for watching.